Did you ever wonder what it would be like to become a cartoon? Hi, I'm Bruce Blitz, and welcome to Cartooning with Blitz. And that's what we'll be doing today, turning people into cartoons. And later on, we'll be doing that on location for our feature of the day. Now, for our doodle trick, I won't even tell you the surprise ending because I want you to stay tuned. But first, we need a subject, and I'll have to go out and get... Come in. Hey, it's Charlie, my delivery man. How you doing?
Hey, Bruce, how you doing today? Would you like these art supplies?
Tell you what, put them anywhere. It doesn't matter. Hey, you know something? We might have something here. Hey, would you be our first subject today?
Sure, Bruce.
Come on over here. Sit over here. Okay, I'll tell you what. Turn your head this way, and a little bit more this way, and smile just like that. That's good. All right, now when I draw a cartoon portrait, I usually start with the nose because you got to start somewhere, and that's where I start. So I make a line like that. I'm going to change markers and then make the nostril. And then what I do is every line after that is in direct relation with the last thing that I've drawn. Now, in this case, I've got the nose here, so now I'm going to draw the mouth. Now, for his smile, you got to have your subject smiling. That's good. And I'm going to double this line for the lower lip. And you don't want to connect the lines. You don't have to do that all the time. You just want to suggest where it starts and where it ends, and the viewer's eye fills in the rest. Okay, now we've got some cheeks. Now, because of the cheeks, it tells me how high up to start the eyes. So right about there, I'd say the cheek goes there, and then I'll put the eyes in just like that. Now, the eyelid, and look at me, Charlie. That's it, right, just like that. Okay, that's it. Now, he's got dark eyes, so what I do is I fill the whole thing in, and then I leave a little white space there. Okay, keep your head that way, but keep your eyes on me. That's it. Perfect. And then like that, and then I'll do the same thing over here. And it's coming out fine. And the eyes are what breathes life into this. Now his eyebrows, and eyebrows are a critical point of likeness. It comes right up on top of the eyes and comes down pretty low in his case. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Now for the facial outline, and that's what's going to tie the whole thing in. And there's the cheek, the outer line of the cheek, and he's got a strong chin. So what I'm going to do is accentuate that just a little bit. Now there's all degrees of exaggeration when you're doing a caricature or a cartoon portrait, and you find the real exaggerated kind in the editorial page. Big forehead. Now I'm going to take a marker with a broader point so I can do the hair. And on the editorial page they go a lot more crazy on the people that they're drawing because it's for a different purpose. When I draw caricatures, a lot of times it's in a vacation resort and people are paying, and I don't think they want to get too exaggerated in the picture, so you have to watch out a little bit. But there's so many ways and people have so many different styles of how to draw cartoons. And that's what makes it fun. Now I'll draw his ear right up there. Little earring. And for dark hair, I'm going to fill it all in and leave some of that white. And then it's got the curls back here. And it came out great. Okay, now what we're going to do is ask the subject what he likes to do. Charlie, what do you like to do? Sport, hobby, or business?
I like to play music.
You like to play music? What kind of instrument do you play?
Guitar and harmonica.
Guitar and harmonica. Yeah. Okay, you know, I play keyboards. Maybe we should get together one time and jam.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Now what we do is we taper the neck down to a cartoon body. And let me see, we'll put a collar in. And put the arm. And you don't have to make it too small, but you want to make the cartoon body a lot smaller than the head. After all, you concentrate on the likeness with these things and not the body. But you have to have it large enough to be able to tell what he's doing. So here we have his guitar. And his other arm, well, that's going off here, holding onto it. Now, let's put some color into this. Where are you from, Charlie?
New York.
Originally from New York, huh?
Yeah, Long Island.
Long Island. Now, I don't like to usually scrub the color in around the cheek area because you want to leave that white space there. Now I'm going to go over this and build the color up with a lot of different colors. Okay, now I'll use a little bit of brown to bring out the shading a little bit. Maybe the lights come from this side. That would mean that this side gets a little bit darker because it's away from the light. Blend that a little bit. And same thing here and there. Now I'm going to use a little bit of red for the lips, just lightly. And now, Charlie's got a heavy beard there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of gray, and not too heavy, to suggest, but I'm also going to use, now here's a little trick, a little bit of blue, because 5 o'clock shadow is something that also has a little bit of a bluish tint to it. Okay, and it's coming out pretty well. Now I'm going to take some red, and we'll give him a red guitar. Cartoon portraits are great fun. I used to do this out in public live years, and I had a lot of fun. You meet a lot of nice people. And here's some blue. You get a blue check shirt. And I'll give you some background here to make the face kind of come to the foreground a little bit. All right, just like that. You ready for this, Charles? Wait a minute. One more thing. I've got to sign it. Now, of course, I always say, if you're following along at home, don't write Blitz on yours. All right, Charlie, take a look at that. What do you think of that?
That's pretty cool, Bruce.
Well, thanks for being our subject. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Now stay tuned for the feature of the day. We're here at Phillips Shore Elementary School for the Arts to draw some live caricatures, and we have our first subject right here. Your name?
Christopher.
Christopher. Christopher's going to be our first subject. You ready for this?
Yes.
Remember, this doesn't hurt. Don't worry about a thing, okay? Smile real big and turn your head that way. Look at my finger. That's the way. Okay, just like that. Hold still and smile. Now, a little more to your right. That's the way to do it. Okay, we'll start with his nose. And that's a great landmark to start with. That's what I do. Then I just build it, one feature at a time. And there's his upper lip. And he's smiling real big for me. There's his teeth. And there's his lower lip. And it's great fun to draw from live subjects, but if you don't have somebody around, you can work from photos from like a magazine maybe, or let's get his eye. Now see what I did here? I drew his cheek, and I'm going to draw his eye. Now he's got nice, large, expressive eyes. So get that like that. And as I said, you can draw from family photos. They're good. But you don't want to draw that person on the back row with his head tilted in an awkward way, because it's going to be hard to achieve a likeness from that. But a great way to do it is to I'd go to a magazine where they have these nice, clear pictures of famous people or just people in an ad. And I want to get his hair now. What a lot of people starting out drawing portraits do is they don't allow for enough space in the back here. You see how I'm going to the back of the head? And they have tendency to kind of bring it down here, that line, and that's not right. You want to make sure that you have the right shape for the head. Now, put in the hair in here. And getting back to the ads, the positions are real nice and clear, and you get some real nice front views, three-quarter views, and it's a good way to practice. And then, of course, you can use your family and friends and see if you can keep them as family and friends while you're learning how to do it. Okay. I'll darken this in a little bit. Now, Christopher, what can I draw you doing for your sport, hobby, or business? What do you like to do?
Baseball.
Play baseball. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw a cartoon body for him and have him playing baseball. Now, this personalizes the picture a little bit. I'm going to have his one arm out this way, holding the bat. Here's one hand. And let's put the bat in. Not much detail for this part of it because the main idea is the person's face. Now, I'm going to draw his legs kind of in a straddling position, like he's leaping off the ground, taking this big swing. Big funny feet, because this is what humorizes the picture. Some spikes, and by putting the ground line or the shadow line below, leaving that gap there, it looks like he's jumping. Now, for his uniform, I can put a number here. What number do you want to be?
7.
Number 7, you got it. You know, one time I asked a fellow what number he wanted to be. He said, "What are my choices?" That really happened. And finally, he thought about it, and he said, "How about 23?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I'm out of that one." So, but not Christopher. Christopher knew right away. And let's do the ball. Now, if the ball's up here, and this is cartoon world, we can have the ball with a face on it, like it just got hit. So, let's put a face on the ball. In cartoon world, you always have those little band-aids, so let's do that too. And let's have some perspiration coming from Christopher. And let's put him in a stadium, which is seen in perspective here. Nothing more than a couple lines like this with some dots for people, and a pennant, flags, and there it is. And we'll put his name up here. C-H-R-I-S. Tell me if I'm doing this right. Some stars, and there it is, and now I'm going to sign it. Oh, what do you see this, Christopher? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. What do you think of that?
I like it.
You like it, that's good. Well, thanks for being with me. Good, okay. That was fun. Now let's draw another subject. Let's draw an adult, and that'll give us a little more variety, okay? Okay, let's bring in our next subject now. Come on right in here. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Meg.
Hi, Meg. Where are you from?
Oregon.
Oregon, okay. Well, let's draw your picture. Turn your head to the right and smile and hold still, just like that. Perfect. You know, I used to do this on the boardwalk in Wildwood, New Jersey. Have you ever heard of Wildwood, New Jersey? You've heard of New Jersey, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, this is Wildwood. This is a boardwalk, and it's like a vacation resort. And we had a lot of people from up in French-speaking, Quebec, Canada, and Montreal. And I learned how to say, turn your head to the right and smile and hold still, just like I told you in French. I can say bouche bas means hold still. And souris means smile. That's about the end of my French, but sometimes they didn't understand me. And I would say it over and over again. They would look at each other, and then they would say it. It sounded exactly the same to me. And they say, "Oh, I know what he's saying." I never understood it. So I apologize to all those people for ruining their language. Okay, I want to draw her eye. And working out in public like that, I met a lot of people, and it's great practice. Of course, in the beginning, you know, I was not that good. I mean, so anybody watching this right now, don't be discouraged. Drawing cartoon portraits is very tricky. It's not an easy thing to do. So if you're not getting a likeness right away, or if it's not coming out good, don't worry about it. Now I'm going to draw her hair. Once we've got the profile done, we're going to draw the hair. And you notice her hair comes right up to her eyebrow. And that's the kind of thing you want to look for. You want to look for little landmarks like that. As I said, don't be discouraged, because if you stick with it, you'll start getting a likeness, and little by little, your work will be getting better and better. And I'm going to keep those landmarks in mind. And this hair is kind of coming right up to her cheek. And I'm going to get that fullness to it. Goes right back here, and that line comes out and in. Now that's what really makes it come alive. And remember, with hair, we just want to draw where it starts and where it ends, and leave the middle part alone, because that creates a highlight or a shine. Some hair coming down. You don't see much of her ear, just a little bit of her lobe right there, covered with hair, and she's got earrings on, and her jawline. Now, Meg, what can I draw you doing in your picture? Sport, hobby, or business? What do you like to do?
Shopping.
Shopping, okay. Shop till you drop, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Now we're going to put in the cartoon body. Let's see, okay, we'll have her in this position. Put a collar in. And you know, when you're drawing portraits out live in public, you know, you're trying to please the client. You know, your client is the person who has actually commissioned you to do an original piece of art, just like in the old days. Only it's a caricature or a cartoon portrait, but it's still a piece of artwork, and you're the artist. But if you want to keep in business, you're going to have to make sure that you don't make a nuclear weapon out of your pen or pencil, because then nobody's going to want to sit down in the chair and get their picture drawn. So here's her legs and skirt. Another leg coming out this way. Okay, let's add some detail, some folds to the skirt. And now let's draw her other arm, which is coming out of this side. And let's have her holding, well, if she's shopping, let's have her holding some money. Have some falling. And in cartoon world, all you have to do is put dollar signs on a rectangle and it works. And a shadow line. And over here, a sign. Because that's where she's running, folks, let's face it. And see what we do there? Make that look like a three-dimensional sign by putting some shadows, maybe a nail, a couple nails, and some perspiration. Of course, she can't wait to get to the mall. Okay, and her name is Meg, and that's nice because we're running out of time, and she's only got 3 letters. M-E-G. All right, now, I'm going to color it in, and I'm going to use my color glove and my color squares. Put that on like that, and here we go. Now, you don't want to scrub color in. You want to kind of go with the shapes, like her cheek. It's kind of a round ball shape, so you go like that and leave that little white dot in the center. And go with the cheekbones and add some more light peach on this. Forearms, whoops, and her legs. Now I'm also going to put a little bit of red on my glove and bring out that cheek a little bit by doing this. See how that kind of pops out? And a little bit for her lips. Soften that a little bit. Maybe a drop of brown and light peach in that area right before the eye. Now, what color eyes do you have?
Green.
Green, okay. I'm glad you didn't say hazel. Hazel is when people don't know what color their eyes are. I say, well, it's hazel. That means they don't know if it's blue or brown. Okay. I'm going to mix a brown color for her hair. And just like when drawing it in, you want to leave that space. You want to do the same thing when you're adding color. You want to leave a little bit of white highlight, because that creates a little interest, and also it looks like it's got a little bit of a shine to it. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to put a little green for the grass, and green for the money. And we're running out of time, so I'm not going to color in everything, but I am going to use a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow for her name. I'll get ready. You're going to like this, Meg. I promise you. A little bit of red up there and the bottom, and some yellow. And here we go. Ready for this?
Yeah.
First, I'm going to sign it. And I always tell people, if you're following along at home, you don't write blitz on yours, right? So, and here it is.
Ready? Ta-da. Oh, that's
What do you
cute.
think of that?
I
You like
love
that?
it. Love
Okay.
it. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure. Thanks for being with me.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that's all we have time for right now, so stay tuned now for Doodle Tricks. Now, I got a great doodle trick for you today. I had some friends stop by to see this one. How you doing, guys?
Hi.
But first, let's warm up with a quickie. W for warm up. How's that? And we'll put on top of the W a square shape like that. And W is for warm-up, but it's also for Woof, the dog. Is his tongue. Let's put some eyes in. Let's make him a sleepy-looking dog. And floppy ears. All that from a W. Well, wait a minute. Woof. I like that one? Okay,
Nice.
let's do another one now. Now this one here starts by drawing a line like this for a bird. Now, on a perch, I'll draw a bird whose noisy chirping won't be heard. Because this bird here in the house, when it turns upside down, is really a mouse. How about that one? Like that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you did it at home. And for our Blitz tip today, well, what else can I say? But practice is the key to success. I'm Bruce Blitz saying thanks for being with me, and help me out, guys.
Keep on cartooning.